I realized something.
What?
I'd do anything for you, Jess.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at popular TV couples who started out as friends before embarking on a romance.
There are other reasons to go to Ohio.
We're getting married today.
Number 20, Stefan and Caroline, The Vampire Diaries. The show might have started with the Stefan and Lena dynamic, but over time, more organic romances evolved.
I can come in if you want me to.
I'm fine, Stefan.
You don't have to pretend with me.
In Stefan's case, Caroline remains the one person he can lean on while most of his other relationships fail. Unlike other couples on the show, Caroline and Stefan's romance takes years to build up, as their friendship remains firm throughout twists and turns in their vampiric lives. It's only after going through thick and thin that feelings begin to develop, as Stefan and Caroline realize how much they need each other.
I miss Mystic Falls. I miss her old life. I miss... Stefan? Yeah, I miss Stefan.
For a show about supernatural creatures and world-threatening events, this pairing gives a surprisingly realistic portrayal of friendship blossoming into love. Number 19, Richard Castle and Kate Beckett. Castle. A common trope in police procedurals is the pairing of partners who can't stand each other. Of course, when it comes to designated romance, it's all about when they'll fall in love.
I love you, Richard Castle. And I want to live my life in the warmth of your smile and the strength of your embrace.
Castle and Beckett start out at odds, mainly because of his smug attitude. However, once Beckett sees how much Castle loves his family and the genuine care he has for her, she views him in a new light. Their friendship never quite loses its banter, but it's the trust they have in each other that becomes its defining factor. After constant will they won't they vibes, the two finally acknowledge their feelings.
I almost died, and all I could think about was you. I just want you.
By the end, this crime-fighting duo comes a long way from where they started. Number 18, Temperance Brennan and Celie Booth. Bones. Another police procedural couple with a lot of baggage. Bones and Booth couldn't be more different. While their initial antagonism doesn't last long, it takes a while before they accept each other's differences and form a friendship. As they solve crimes and defeat bad guys, their contrasting personalities begin to make sense.
Bones are only pretending to be interested in the case.
Why?
They're hitting on you?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You're the hottest thing this town has seen in a long time. Check out the competition.
It becomes clear that there's something there, even if they avoid addressing it. Over the show's first 6 seasons, the tug of war between wanting and not wanting to be together keeps us hooked. Their eventual relationship is far from easy, but the pair shows us why their love runs so deep.
I've been afraid, I've been stubborn, and I've been in love.
Whether as friends, lovers, or parents, Booth and Bones are a constant work in progress, and we're all here for it. Number 17, Leopold Fitz and Jenna Simmons, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've mentioned couples that fit the opposites attract trope, but these two are peas in a pod.
Why would you make me do this? You're my best friend in the world!
Yeah, you're more than that, Gemma.
Fitz and Simmons are introduced as best friends, having met back in S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy. Everything about their connection makes sense, from pals to lovers. Their brilliant minds are complemented by their adorably nerdy personalities, at least when the show begins. Battles against aliens and monsters, and being separated by time itself take a heavy toll on the duo.
You guys are constantly torn apart.
Cursed, as he would say. Well, I'm not afraid that he isn't here. I'm thrilled. He's no doubt working this problem, probably trying to get a message to us right now.
However, their trials and tribulations push Fitz and Simmons to take the next step, as their love proves boundless. In a show where characters routinely fight for their lives, Fitzsimmons is unbreakable. Number 16, Michonne and Rick Grimes, The Walking Dead. When it comes to romance, both Rick and Michonne have had it bad. After losing their previous partners, the two have no intention of getting involved. Still, their hard-hitting personalities and survivalist natures spark mutual respect. Taking on the undead and human enemies is easier when each has the other by their side.
I know you see things. People. I used to talk to my dead boyfriend.
Before they know it, these zombie fighters give in to an unspoken attraction. The pair becomes The Walking Dead's primary couple, after Glenn and Maggie meet a tragic end. But Rick and Michonne's dynamic goes beyond simple action. The strength of their relationship survives through a near-decade separation, before finally finding their way back to one another. Number 15. Penny and Leonard Hofstadter, The Big Bang Theory. The first 2 seasons of this sitcom revolve around Leonard's hopeless feelings for Penny. And while it was love at first sight, he does build a genuine friendship with her over time. Penny's outgoing nature and social skills get Leonard out of his shell, while his care and support help Penny through her struggles to make it on her own.
Okay, listen to me. This is just a minor setback.
No, it's not, okay? I've been out here for like 10 years. I have nothing to show for it.
Well, you have me.
Although initially hesitant, their relationship progresses naturally over the long-running show, as the two overcome individual commitment issues together. Sure, their relationship is unorthodox on paper, and the show makes a lot of jokes at their expense, but Leonard and Penny ultimately complete one another, finding the kind of happiness that none of their other relationships could provide.
Leonard, you're not only the love of my life, you're my best friend, and you've got a friend in me.
Number 14. Eric Foreman and Donna Pinciotti, That 70s Show. There's nothing like young love, even one that starts with a literal punch to the gut. Although she's the tough girl of Point Place, Donna has a soft spot for Eric, the resident nice guy.
By the way, thanks for the ride.
While the rest of their friends engage in kooky antics, Donna and Eric serve as the mature ones of the group. The pair spends most of the series as a couple, yet it feels more like 2 friends who happen to be dating.
I love you. I love you too. All right, then.
Despite a few bumps on the road, we know that Eric and Donna are meant to be together. This is confirmed in the sequel series, where they show up as a married couple still going strong. Number 13. Leslie Knope and Ben Wyatt, Parks and Recreation. Based on their first interaction, it's a wonder how these two ever became friends, let alone a couple. But there's a fine line between love and hate, and this pair defines it.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Chris just wanted me to drop off these receipts.
Oh, well, he's not here. He took off.
Okay.
Initially butting heads because of their job roles, Leslie and Ben grow to admire each other's dedication. The switch from antagonism to friendship is surprisingly easy, paving the way for a romance. As with many other sitcom couples, misunderstandings and miscommunication threaten their relationship. Fortunately, they overcome these issues and are obviously in it for the long haul. Along with marrying and having children, their relationship changes the course of the country's future.
Ben and I have an announcement.
Leslie's running for governor of Indiana.
What? Whoa!
Not bad for 2 people who couldn't stand each other when they first met. Number 12. Freddie Benson and Carly Shay, iCarly. For younger audiences, this was arguably the biggest live-action pairing that everyone shipped.
Is it too late for you to love me?
What?
Nothing.
Did you just say?
No.
They're great as best friends and as a potential romance, and iCarly keeps this energy going throughout its run. Freddie carries the torch for Carly through most of the show, while she sees him more as a friend. Whether used as the setup for a joke or a serious storyline, Carly and Freddie's dynamic just works. The tension between them goes beyond the confines of a sitcom, as the show keeps teasing an official relationship for the pair. Because of this, the smallest of interactions carries weight. The original series ends with yet another hint at a possible future, and the sequel cements it. Carly and Freddie were always endgame.
I didn't expect to fall for you. But you were right there all along.
I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Number 11, Dawson Leary and Joey Potter, Dawson's Creek. Everyone loves a good will they won't they couple, right? As the definitive teen soap of the late 90s, one should know to expect the theme of forbidden love to pop up sooner or later.
Joey.
These two have been friends since childhood, and it's pretty early on in the show's run that they must confront their feelings for one another.
I've known you forever, but I feel like I'm seeing you for the first time tonight.
The relationship brings all the complicated feelings that can come from dating a friend, with the added strain of the show's dramatic themes. Through ups and downs, the relationship ends multiple times. But by the show's end, they are still close friends. That counts.
I love you too, Joey.
Number 10, Mindy Lahiri and Danny Castellano, The Mindy Project.
We're family.
If you ever have two characters who are friends, co-workers, and share great chemistry, you can bet they won't be friends for long.
Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again.
Such is the case with these two leads from the Mindy Project. During the show's first season, the titular OBGYN searched for love while trying to ignore the spark she shared with her coworker and close friend. But it's hard to resist your heart, and the two would become entwined in a rocky relationship lasting nearly half of the show's run.
After years of dating losers and sociopaths, I'm now happily dating the man of my dreams.
They would break up, have a baby, become engaged, and break up again before finally committing for good in the show's series finale.
I never stopped loving you, and I don't think I ever will.
Better late than never. Number 9, John J.D. Dorian and Elliot Reed, Scrubs.
Oh my God, you slept with your best friend. This will be a disaster unless you say the right thing, so choose your words carefully.
Great job last night, buddy.
Oof.
The attraction that these two new doctors felt for each other was almost immediate, though they'd go through several ups and downs before starting a healthy relationship. During their early years at Sacred Heart, JD and Elliot would struggle to commit to one another.
Well, Dr. Dorian, you have me. You finally have me.
Oh my God, I don't want her!
They eventually formed a strong friendship instead, often helping each other with work and even romance. It wasn't until they both grew as individuals that they were able to begin the relationship they both deserved, which eventually led to marriage and a family. Their own strange and neurotic personalities always complemented each other, so it was only a matter of time before they wound up together.
I never really believed I'd find somebody that I love as much as you. I love you more than anything in the whole world.
Number 8, Jake Peralta and Amy Santiago, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Before they're friends, Jake and Amy are rivals, and we get plenty of hilarious back and forth out of it early in the series.
Can you magically make everyone kind, sober, and fully dressed?
Kind, sober, and fully dressed. Good news, everyone. We found the name of Santiago's sex tape.
Underneath all the insults and shows of one-upmanship, they respect each other's passion for seeking justice. Once their emotional vulnerability is out in the open, Jake and Amy can't deny their feelings.
Wait for you, and I'll keep fighting for you, and so will everyone at the 9-9. We'll do whatever it takes. I love you.
I love you.
For a relationship whose foundation is based on a silly rivalry, it really brings the best out of them. They push each other to be better without compromising their quirks and habits. Watching them progress from rivals to friends and ultimately a married couple is heartwarming. Number 7, Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable. Kim Possible.
You really think there's a guy out there for me?
Out there? In here?
Oh. Really?
This relationship goes a bit further than best friend territory. She's an awesome crime fighter, and he's her bumbling sidekick, who she's known her whole life. As this was a kids' show, we really wouldn't have been surprised if their relationship was kept platonic. But Disney decided to include the emotions and feelings that can come from two friends spending so much time together.
Could it be that it's true that it's you? And it's you?
While most of their missions were spent focusing on the tasks at hand, they were forced to examine their real feelings during the show's 3rd season. Their vastly different personalities always played well off each other, and their romance during the 4th and final season felt completely natural.
Told you graduation wasn't the end of the world.
Number 6. Robin Scherbatsky and Barney Stinson. How I Met Your Mother.
This is a mistake.
Yes, no.
I love you.
Let's be friends.
Okay, friends then.
I love you.
Let's get married.
No, you're smothering me.
Okay, forget it.
We're still upset about this one. Over the course of the show's 9-year run, these two formed a strong bond through their lack of wanting to settle down.
We both think the marriage commitment thing's a drag. We both want something casual and fun, and we clearly get along really well.
Wow, that actually did make a lot of sense.
It was touching to see Barney go from untethered bachelor to romantic lead through his complicated feelings for his best friend's ex-girlfriend. Their fiery personalities may have resulted in some bumpy situations when they first dated, but when it came time to confront their feelings, they couldn't deny them. The show's final season took place over their wedding weekend and explored all the nooks and crannies of their relationship. That's why it came as such a gut punch when the finale revealed that it didn't work out.
We got divorced.
Number 5. Cory Matthews and Topanga Lawrence. Boy Meets World.
Will you marry me?
Yes, Cory. Yes, I will.
If you grew up watching ABC's TGIF lineup in the 90s, chances are your view of love was defined by this adorable couple. When the show begins during their final year in middle school, childhood friends Cory and Topanga are harboring some serious crushes for each other. It isn't until high school that they begin dating, and eventually embark on the love of a lifetime.
If I had to dream up the perfect woman, she wouldn't even come close to you. Would you be my girlfriend?
Throughout the majority of the show, their relationship is shown to be pure, heartwarming goodness. The couple continued to grow together through college, and the recent spin-off series showed them happily married with a family. Sometimes, it really is that simple.
We'll be right here.
Number 4. Lorelai Gilmore and Luke Danes. Gilmore Girls. In the cases of these two lovebirds, opposites definitely attract. In the close-knit town of Stars Hollow, the quirky single mom became great friends with the town's grumpy yet lovable diner owner. Her bubbly charm paired well with his curmudgeonly demeanor, and fans ached to see them end up together for 4 years.
What are you doing? Will you just stand still?
But adult life is complicated, and the two would have many hurdles to go over, such as her ex-husband, before they could truly be together.
I just like to see you happy.
It may have taken some time, but the Netflix sequel series showed the two finally getting married. Number 3. Jessica Day and Nick Miller. New Girl. Since this show about the quirkiest woman ever is essentially a rom-com in TV form, it was only a matter of time before she ended up with one of her male co-stars. Though she formed strong bonds with each of her new roommates, the chemistry between Zooey Deschanel and Jake Johnson was too fantastic to resist.
Good night, Nick.
Good night.
Jess would often push Nick to confront his fear of responsibility as a friend and later as a girlfriend. The two would go through a breakup, though they would reunite after realizing there was no one else for them. Their weird personalities complemented each other perfectly, and the two were married by the end of the show.
It's you and me now.
Number 2. Jim Halpert and Pam Beesly. The Office.
Listen, Jim.
Well, we wouldn't have this couple without the UK's Tim and Dawn. It's the US version that we really fell in love with. Jim actually had to settle for being just friends with Pam, as she was engaged to Roy. That wouldn't stop them from having obvious feelings for one another. And in the show's season 3 finale, we would all get what we wanted.
Are you free for dinner tonight?
Yes.
All right. Then it's a date.
Their friendship laid the groundwork for one of the best relationships seen on television. Both characters are incredibly charming in their own right, and it was an absolute joy to watch them grow from co-workers to so much more.
I knew we'd need a backup plan. The boat was actually plan C, the church was plan B, and plan A was marrying her a long time ago. Pretty much the day I met her.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Monica Geller and Chandler Bing, friends.
All right, there's a nuclear holocaust. I'm the last man on Earth. Would you go out with me?
Ross and Rachel are the it couple, but Monica and Chandler have a better story. These two friends had seen many relationships fail before they got together, and they were all the better for it. Throughout the show's first few seasons, we watched as they hilariously maneuvered through life's ups and downs. It came as a surprise when they first got together, but their relationship would soon become the heart and soul of the show.
I love you, Monica.
I love you too, Chandler.
Not only do they accept each other's weaknesses, but they love each other because of them. He would grow from his fear of commitment while she would become more accepting of change. It's now impossible to think of this groundbreaking sitcom without also remembering the love of Monica and Chandler.
I never thought I would be so lucky. Yes, to fall in love with my best.
Which TV couple do you love to ship? Let us know in the comments.
The two of us. We're still standing. And we're gonna keep standing. So what do we do with that?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.